How about we take it one step further? Automate the step of entering a text within Notepad and saving the file on our desktop, not through backend, but in a way a human would. For that to happen, after the file is launched, bot would enter a string of characters through keyboard. This human-like keyboard simulation is provided by keyboard activity. In UI automation, enter element, enter keyboard. Drag drop type into in the do block. What would follow top to bottom order of execution? Open Notepad for recording. You need to indicate to the bot where it needs to enter the text. Click on indicate element inside window. You see the bot has highlighted the text box. You see there is an error icon here because the step is incomplete. You need to provide the bot what it needs to enter. Let's enter hello UI path. You see the error is gone. The next step that a human would do is send a control S to this page after it enters hello UI path, and the screen would appear. So what should you do to enter a control S? Control S is considered a hotkey, and for that there is an activity present which is called send hotkey. Drag and drop it on the designer panel. Select control and enter S. As you see in the properties tab, the S is already available with a double quote. You have to be careful where UiPath automatically enters double quote and where it doesn't. Again, you need to indicate to this activity where it needs to send the hotkeys to. Indicate element, click, left click, and there you go. So let's see how successful we are to enter hello UiPath and a control S through the bot. You can see that it worked. The next step the human would do is click on desktop and enter the name of the file. This step is to be done by the mouse. This is similar to how we simulated keyboard actions of human. Go to mouse activity, drag and drop it onto the designer pane. We need to do a single click. So I drop it below the hotkey activity. Now again, as before, you need to indicate where it needs to click. So you see it's automatically highlighted desktop, left click. Now the next step is very crucial. When a bot records an object, it records many details about the same. Some are dynamic, which would change every time an application is launched. Some are static, which will never change. Let me show that to you. Left click on this button here and click on Edit Selector. As you can see, there are many details the bot has captured about this desktop option. Well, I said before, some are static, some are dynamic. We cannot always tell the difference, as you can see. So it is recommended that we minimize the use of details by the bot. This can be done using judgment, experience, or if you're a beginner, you would use trial and error. Follow the steps on the screen. Uncheck CLS and see if it gets highlighted. Yes, it does. So CLS is not needed. Uncheck again the CLS, the next CLS, and see if it gets highlighted. Yes, it does. Uncheck control host and see if it gets highlighted. Yes, again it does. Uncheck control ID. See if it gets highlighted. Yes. Uncheck title. As you see, this time it's not getting highlighted, which means we need the title always. So as you see, friends, this is how we minimize the use of these details. You can try minimizing it further, but for now, let's just go with this. There isn't a hard and fast rule about which items to select and which to not. This can differ for different developers. For example, you might go ahead and uncheck AA name, but I'll let it be. The objective here is to select a combination of details which is stable. You can choose a combination different than mine and try out. This is an assignment for you. Now, after the user has clicked on desktop, the user would need to enter the file name. This is a keyboard activity again. Indicate the element or record. Here it is. So what it needs to enter is UiPath basic. After that is done, it needs to click on save. It's a mouse action. Like I mentioned, again, we need to minimize the usage of details. We will do that first for the file name. As you can see, it works. And I'll do the same for save. Okay, so let me run this bot and see how successful we are. Bingo, it was quick in the most human way possible, and it saved a file, UiPath basic hello file with the required text. So you have a basic bot ready. The last step is to close this application. This is again the next a mouse click at the close button. Indicate to the bot, left click, and there you go. Again, I will minimize the use of details. The title. As you see, this is the name that we gave. And every time the file, with every different file, the name might change. So we need to uncheck this. This is one of the typical examples that the RPA developers face. The name of certain details change. We will delete the file. Okay, now let's run this file. Okay, so you have the first basic bot ready. Let's save this process as a different file. Go to save, click on the drop down, save as, enter the name one underscore text automation and save it in the same location wherein you created the folder on the desktop. Okay,